Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into some really profound wisdom.
We are. It's from Hanshi Deena Naidu.
Right. A grandmaster of karate, teaches Keihatsu, holds a 9th Dan red belt. Quite extraordinary.
And he describes his own life as exciting, inspiring, intriguing, and many miracles. Quite a statement.
It really is. And we're diving into parts of his work, Love All, Serve All, A Path to Spiritual Evolution.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be exploring his, unique takes on things like reincarnation, spiritual evolution.
And this path to freedom he talks about. The one even angels crave for.
Exactly. It's not just abstract stuff either, is it?
Yeah.
We're looking at how it might actually shift your perspective on what success really means.
Yeah, our goal here is really to pull out the key nuggets from his teachings. We want to help you understand how things we all do, like being selfish, versus, genuinely giving, how they directly impact your spiritual path.
Right.
We're trying to uncover what evolving truly means, beyond just, say, career success or wealth, and why this actually matters for you.
And we've got some surprising things lined up. There's this very direct answer he shares about how one actually gets to God. It might challenge some common ideas.
Oh, definitely.
Plus, there's this fascinating story about how the owner of a very famous global cafe chain was influenced by these exact ideas.
That's a great link to the real world.
It is. Okay, let's unpack this.
So, Hanshi Deena Naidu, he's clearly learned a lot through his experiences. And one core idea he shares is what he calls the double R.
The double R.
Reincarnation and reoccurrence. Now, reincarnation, the soul coming back in a new body, that's a concept many people have heard of.
Sure.
But Naidu's focus on reoccurrence adds something important. It suggests souls don't just, restart randomly. They often face the same kinds of challenges or patterns again and again.
Until they get it right.
Kind of, yeah. Until they overcome a specific spiritual hurdle. And often, he says, this hurdle is tied to selfishness.
No.
He pins down 2 main reasons souls keep coming back. First, if they've actually harmed others. And second, because of basic selfishness, he names greed and lust specifically.
Greed and lust.
Yeah. These are the forces, he argues, that basically trap us in this cycle, stopping us from reaching that ultimate freedom he mentioned.
That's a powerful distinction, isn't it? Reoccurrence. So we're not just starting over, we might be repeating the same test.
Exactly. Repeating the lesson.
And he says the way out, the way to break free, to reach that freedom even angels crave, is learning to be giving.
Yes. He states pretty clearly that the greatest ideal for a human is selflessness.
Selflessness.
Yeah.
And he has that acronym too.
WITFM.
Right, WITFM. What's in it for me? He sees that not just as a bad habit, but as actual spiritual degeneration, something that pulls you backwards.
It's a strong word, degeneration. And what's really striking is how clearly he separates this from, worldly success. Naidu believes the fundamental point of being human is to evolve spiritually. And the best, most direct way to do that, giving.
Giving?
Just giving. Without that focus, he suggests you could live 80, 100 years, build up a huge fortune, maybe a big house, get lots of status.
All the things society tells us matter.
Right. But if you haven't learned anything about improving your soul level, then spiritually you're kind of stuck. You haven't really grown in the way that truly counts from his perspective.
So all those external achievements, they might look great, but if you're still operating from that what's in it for me place,
they don't mean much spiritually. You've learned nothing of real lasting value in that sense.
That contrast is stark. If piling up stuff isn't the goal, what is, and how do we get there? Which brings us to that story you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, it's a great little anecdote he shares.
He talks about his own teacher asking people, how do you get to God?
Right. And people gave the usual answers,
Mm-hmm.
Prayer, meditation, different practices.
Standard spiritual answers.
Exactly. But his teacher apparently rejected all of them.
Rejected them all. So if it's not prayer or meditation, then what?
Well, according to Hanshi Naidu, his teacher gave this incredibly direct, simple answer. Love all, serve all.
Love all, serve all.
Just that. And what's really interesting is how Naidu explains this works. It's not just words.
Okay.
He says that by actually doing this, loving all, serving all, you align yourself with your Your inner spiritual energy, your divine core, he calls it, your essence.
Your divine core.
And as you practice this loving and serving, your spiritual vibration, as he puts it, intensifies, it multiplies. It creates this powerful resonance.
It's resonance, like tuning into something.
Exactly. And that, he says, is how you reach God like a lightning strike.
Like a lightning strike, not gradually climbing a ladder.
No, apparently it's immediate, a profound connection, because you've essentially tuned into the right frequency, one that's always there.
Wow. Well, it's quite different from focusing purely inward, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
years of solitary meditation versus active outward service being the direct line.
It implies a very engaged path. It's not just about being nice, as you said, it's fundamental.
And this connects directly to that real world example, the Hard Rock Cafe owner.
Yes, Isaac. Hanshi Deena Naidu shares this story. Apparently, Isaac, the owner, was so deeply affected by this teaching, love all, serve all,
That he put it up in his cafes.
everywhere. Signs in his establishments all over the world, love all, serve all.
That's amazing.
And Naidu knew him personally, spoke with him many times. He even mentions Isaac had a copy of his martial arts book.
So this isn't just hearsay.
No, it's a direct connection. And Naidu makes this promise, essentially, that if you really engage with this kind of wisdom, your life will change. You'll never be the same again. He even talks about being thankful in the afterlife for these transformative words.
That's a heck of a promise.
It is. So just to kind of wrap up the key insights from Hanshi Naidu, we looked at his double R idea.
Reincarnation and reoccurrence.
Driven by harming others, yes, but maybe more fundamentally by just plain selfishness, greed, and lust being key examples.
Right. The WITFM problem.
Exactly. And the crucial point is that real spiritual evolution isn't about collecting stuff or status. It's about consciously ditching the what's in it for me attitude and actively working on your soul level through selflessness.
And the absolute core of it all, that startlingly simple answer for reaching God from Naidu's teacher.
Love all, serve all.
That's the key. He says it connects you to your divine core, amps up your vibration.
And gets you there like a lightning strike. Instantaneous connection through resonance.
And don't forget that Hard Rock Cafe story. Isaac putting love all, serve all everywhere. A powerful, practical example of this philosophy hitting home.
It really underscores the potential impact, doesn't it? That promise of transformation, of life never being the same.
Definitely.
So if we zoom out, look at the bigger picture from this deep dive. Hanshi Deena Naidu paints a picture where the highest human ideal isn't acquisition, it's giving.
Selflessness is the goal.
Yes, that's the true measure of growth. Spiritual evolution, not just piling up worldly success. Which leaves us with a final thought, something for you to maybe mull over.
Right.
If love all, serve all really is the path to freedom, to your divine self, what's one simple, practical way you could start applying that philosophy? Maybe in your daily interactions or a decision you made today.
Just one small thing.
Yeah, just one thing to start experiencing its power for yourself. It raises a really personal question, doesn't it?